both in Europe and in Ukraine, the most common Rover 400 sedan. Its frame is the same as that of the Civic, but the plumage of the Englishman has its own. Therefore, Rover owners should be especially wary of an accident. It is not cheap to write out a bodywork from foggy Albion. Occasionally there are cars of the 400 series with a 5-door hatchback body, which, by the way, is 175 millimeters shorter due to the smaller rear overhang. The station wagon is positioned by the manufacturers as an independent model with its own name Tourer. Obviously, for the reason that the base, length, and width of the Tourer is less than that of the sedan. The resistance of bodies to corrosion is quite high. In the 10th year of operation, the first traces of rust only appear in places where the factory protective coating has suffered. The quality of the paintwork also contributes to the safety of the body. The interior of the cars is rich, Bel Air, leather, wood-like inserts, and really wooden panels are used in the decoration. Naturally, it is inappropriate to talk about any creaks here. The seats are soft and comfortable, although not everyone will like the light-colored upholstery in some instances. All cars are well equipped. They installed power steering, ABS, air conditioning, an adjustable steering column, 2 airbags, power windows, heated mirrors, an alarm system, central locking, and an electric sunroof. Most of these options are found in any car. Interestingly, the listed amenities are usually functional to this day. By the indices in the name of the modifications of this model, you can determine the volume of its engine. The version with the 1.4-liter engine was called the Rover 414, with the 1.6-liter, the Rover 416, etc. Experts refer to the minuses of the 400 series cars that they were equipped in the vast majority not with Honda, but with purely Rover engines. The only Japanese engine in the range, 1.6 liters with a capacity of 113 liters. With, not to be confused with the English 1.6L 111 horsepower, is distinguished by reliability and a resource reaching 500,000 kilometers. Purely English motors are considered less reliable, although with proper maintenance they run 400 to 500,000 kilometers before overhaul. These engines also have a very sporty character, reaching peak power at 600 to 6,500,000 RPM. It is easier to calculate a car with the Honda engine if you know that it was aggregated only with the 4-speed hydromechanical automatic. Accordingly, the version index is 416i Auto. Thanks to their powertrains, all Rover 400 series are capable of bringing pleasure to active driving, but the best, from this point of view, should be recognized as a 2.5-liter V6 engine with 175 horsepower. True, in Ukraine this unit is more often found not on the Rover 400, but on the flagship of the Rover 800 brand. All engines, of course, they are injection, love high-quality gasoline. The fuel pump is the first to suffer from bad fuel. Important for high-speed forced Rover 400 engines are the correct, appropriate oil instructions. In our climate, engines start well in winter and do not overheat in summer, although plastic pipes can fail in the cooling system, cracking and leaking antifreeze. Occasionally in Ukraine you can also meet diesel Rover with 2.0-liter turbocharged engines, 86 and 105 horsepower. A more powerful one is equipped with an intercooler, and the first one was used on the 6th generation Honda Civic. It is worth buying a diesel engine only if you come across a very fresh copy, since the repair of the fuel equipment of English diesel engines will not be quick and cheap. The vast majority of Rover 400s operated in Ukraine are equipped with mechanical 5-speed boxes. They are reliable, but the resource could be longer. After 200,000 kilometers, there is a need to replace bearings and synchronizers. Automatic machines on machines of this series are very rare in Ukraine, but you should not be afraid of them when buying. These are quite reliable classic hydromechanical designs. In addition to the 1.6-liter Honda engines, they were also required to complete the Rover 425 with the V-shaped 6. The clutch with the calm style of operation wears out no earlier than after 150,000 kilometers, but it should be remembered that Rover often provokes drivers to aggressive driving. The clutch hydraulic drive is less tenacious, the cylinders of which leak already in the first 100,000 kilometers. These nodes are not subject to bulkheading, they only have to be changed. The axle joints, even on cars with a mileage of more than 200,000 kilometers, still remain operational, but only if their anthers are changed in time, which do not always survive to 100,000 kilometers. The Rover 400 series chassis is the perfect combination of comfort and good handling thanks to its multi-link design and suspension settings that are softer than the Civic. At the same time, Most of the details are similar to the Honda ones. Many owners take advantage of this when ordering spare parts, since Japanese components are cheaper than original English ones, and even more common. It is necessary to repair the suspension after 50 to 60,000 kilometers, but such little things as stabilizer bushings require attention twice as often. The upper ball bearings are changed only together with the lever, the lower ones separately, as well as the silent blocks of the front and rear levers. Native shock absorbers nourish 60 to 80,000 kilometers. It is significant that the rear shock absorbers, like the rubber elements of the rear suspension, wear out much earlier than the front ones. Hub bearings are guaranteed to serve up to 100,000 kilometers, and they are changed only as an assembly. Power steering does not create problems for owners during the first 150,000 kilometers. The extreme tips of the steering trapezoid live 50,000 kilometers, steering rods 80 to 100,000 kilometers. The brakes on the Rover 400 are usually discs in the front and drums in the rear, but the 420 and 425 modifications were necessarily equipped with 4-disc mechanisms and ABS. The brake system has no unpleasant features. Even the handbrake cable does not have a habit to rust in the first years of its life. From a technical point of view, the purchase of the Rover 400 is justified. The car is structurally perfect and hardy enough. But you should know, for this money you can buy something more reliable and durable. The main thing in Rover is its noble origin and image of an outstanding car. Having bought this car, convenient for business and family trips, at the same time you get an accessory that testifies to your fine taste and exclusivity. If your own image is more important to you than the extra hassle and expense of maintaining a rare car, the Rover 400 series is for you.